up immediately. The motherfucker!
Mm-hmm.
OBS is trying to piss me off! He's doing it on purpose!
Is all of... I mean... is all of this grumbling going on in your recording, too?
Yeah! At this point, it's like a Babble thing. Babble recordings just have that in them now. At the beginning. I am so sorry,
anyway.
Anyways, he who... Magic Man time. Catch me if you Xan.
Hello, people. Yes, welcome to another 12 FPS called Catch Me If You Xan. Want to take a wild guess about who me, Yuni, is playing? It's right there in the title.
Yeah. I'm Babble. I play Winn. Winn Chimes. He who.
He who. And it's these two have certainly been communicating, but it's been a bit since they last had their in-person checkups. I imagine, at least.
Probably.
Mostly
so
because, Xan has been out of town for a hot second.
Yeah. And so much happens in Toontown, and with Winn being Winn. What is a brain cell? What is time?
Winn is very busy. He has like 30 children.
And apparently many partners as well. It just keeps growing. I've lost control of the situation.
But yeah, Xan did communicate to let Winn know that he is back in town in his usual location. So yeah, what's up, Winn? What you doing?
He be flying, man. He be flying.
With his silly little boots.
Yes. He would have given a short notice, but that he's probably gonna show up shortly after the notice, because that's how he be. Always excited to see his dad.
Yay. I think yeah, Xan will be like he's working on knitting whenever Winn probably like breaks down the door.
Hold on, I'm gonna see something really quickly. Because Winn doesn't really break down doors so much as he runs into them, and that's a -1.
Oh my god. Oh honey. Oh honey. Oh wow. Oh jeez.
So Xan, my beloved,
yeah.
You just hear a smack against the door.
Oh honey. I mean, Xan gets up very alarmed and rushes to check on the door because that sounded like something concerning and urgent, and opens the door to find this lad just in an absolute tangle on the ground.
Yeah. There's like birds flapping around his head. His eyes are like swirls.
No, I'm sure most people would be like, Winn, good to see you. Xan, of course, his default is to like get down next to Winn and be like, "Oh my god, are you okay? Stay right here. God, you might have a concussion. Hold on."
This isn't the first time I've smacked into your door like this. I'm fine.
doesn't make it better. Oh no. He absolutely like he goes into overprotective dad mode of just like you need to lie down, you need to put ice on it, elevate your feet. Like he goes into absolute just like yeah, full motherhead mode of oh god, oh no, my boy.
I think Winn probably knows, like, when it's this bad, he's not going to get through to Xan until, like, after a bit. So he's just gonna let Xan do what he's gonna do for a few minutes.
It's a little bit more intense than it would be in general, just in part because like oh they went a very long time without seeing each other. He's feeling extra protective.
Understandable. I don't know
Um
how much they would have communicated about what else has been going on, but also I feel like Winn would be saving that for after the holidays.
yeah, I don't think that they've gotten too deep into that yet. It's not the sort of thing that's not a conversation you have through sending.
No.
Just a fun little post-holiday surprise of guess what?
We will get to that at a later date. Um,
Yeah.
I think for now though, like once Xan is a little bit more calm, and like it's very clear that Winn is just patiently waiting for this to die down. Xan, make me a dex check.
Oh, good. Um,
Throwing things, would that be a dex?
oh, Zan keeps rolling sixes today, I see.
It's a 6 kind of day. 19.
Alright.
He's not aiming for anything in particular, but you absolutely do get hit with a soft wrapped gift.
Ah. Um,
Now that you're calmer, happy
I was
animus.
being very reasonable, all things considered. Thank you. This is, oh, hold on.
I'm
Don't,
fine,
like,
promise.
he like, holds up and is like, don't move. I'll be right back. And he like just scurries off to his bedroom for just a second. Before coming back with actually like a small stack of gifts.
What?
Um they're all and he goes, for the kids, I mean, um I've been here. But this one is yours and he pulls it out. It's like uh yeah. Okay.
What?
And he hesitates. Uh, do we? I'll open mine. I'll open mine and then.
Yes, open yours.
He's-
Take a breather, please. Dad,
he,
I'm fine.
um.
Watch this. Watch me
He
do this. Watch. Everything's fine. 10. He does a somersault in the air. I'm fine.
oh,
It's kind of clumsy, but it's fine.
you don't. I trust you. I believe you. Please come down.
Okay, okay.
He's just like please, just I want you to be careful. Okay, you're just
None
here.
thoughts head empty,
Sit
I know.
with me. Sit, sit alongside me, and we'll enjoy each other's company on the ground, please.
Okay. He is floating on down to the ground and sitting crisscross in front of him.
Oh, and it's just like seriously though, if you feel any swelling, make sure to ice it. I'm going to stop. I'm sorry. I will stop now.
Hey, Zan, you get a gentle, very gentle kind of headbutt against your forehead.
the,
Relax. It's okay.
okay. He just takes a second and like reaches over to squeeze your hand when says, "I'm very happy to see you."
I'm happy to see you too, as always. Now, open the thing! Open the thing, because I have more. I have more. And he's pulling off his hat and reaching into it.
Fine, fine. The Zan does in fact unwrap his gift. Finally.
It is a long winter coat with a bunch of fucking pockets, but it has constellations on it.
And he like his eyes light up a little bit as he's like looking over it. It's like, oh, this is lovely. And he like he pulls you into a big hug.
You are absolutely getting hugged back. There is giant hug.
Oh, he goes, this is, oh my goodness. And he like when he finally lets go, he immediately starts putting the jacket on. It's cute as hell.
Make me a perception check.
Oh, good. Zan's perception is pretty good. Dice, how will they react? Oh, well, 27.
Um, as soon as you start putting it on, before you even get the chance to zip it up, there is something in the pocket, in one of the inner pockets of it. It's wrapped as well, but it's wrapped purely in duct tape.
He looks at, he like pulls that out.
Winn is smiling innocently.
Hmm. And he just gives Winn a look of just like that mild like, huh. Like he got the sweet part. Now of course inevitably will come the prankster. um
That's a
at
dirty
this
20.
point he's,
You.
oh boy.
It is the most
He
innocent
a
smile.
dirty 20 of what? A deception?
Mm-hmm. It's the most innocent smile.
Uh-huh. That only makes you more suspicious when. Uh, and Zed will very slowly go about uh using like prestidigitation to sort of like warm the tape so that it's capable of peeling back. So it's still a project, but he is not struggling with this duct tape nightmare in the way you might have hoped.
He would have like tried to help as well if it got too bad. So, because he wants him to be able to open it, it wasn't his intention to like completely make it unopenable.
Zan, he figures as much, but still, he goes, "My goodness, you must have wanted this to get here safely."
Maybe. Maybe I also will just, and he has that grin again.
And Zig continues working on it. He goes, "Well, this might take me a while.
That's
Past
fine.
your incredible wrapping job, maybe you should unwrap your own gift while I work on it."
Mm-hmm. I will do that. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. 1 second. Let me do something really quickly. If you want to make a perception, go for it. That's a 4
Oh
anyways.
wow. I rolled a 1, but that's still a 9.
Do you want to see the cupcake coming for your face or no?
He will absolutely just like I imagine he like sees it he sees it coming but like just barely and kind of like um
I
awkwardly
have
like
several more.
they these would be put to much better use inside the mouth rather than all over the face. You understand how these work, right?
Yes. Maybe next time open your mouth.
And he just like takes the cupcake out of Winn's hand. Because, well, I assume this comes from family.
Ye. Marcel and I made these the other day. He showed up
And
unannounced.
I would absolutely hate for a single crumb of it to go to waste. And he takes a big bite.
And he pulls out more of them and just sets them down beside the two of them.
For a half second, I thought you were gonna say, "Oh, that one was a frig cupcake and it's full of salt or something."
God, no! No, that would drive Winn up a wall, and I'm pretty sure Jenny would kill him.
Mm-hmm. Um, Zitton's just like, you are a bit of a nightmare, but also you're spoiling me rotten today.
It's what you deserve.
Oh, well, I'm glad you were able to spend some more time with Marcel.
It was really
Also, these
nice.
taste delicious.
Okay, these were mostly Marcel, so you will have to tell him that one day.
I will, one day.
Okie dokie.
Zan and Marcel, FPS when. Um, but after he is happily eaten the one that he narrowly avoided getting smooshed, he says, "Now, genuinely, please open your gift because I feel bad about accepting all these nice things without you getting yours."
Well, that just makes me want to do more nice things for you because I love you. And I don't want you to feel bad about it. And
Well,
he's saying that while
in
he's
that
opening
case,
his.
and he just sort of like flicks your forehead, like, "Open your
Ah!
gift." It's not a competition. Open your gift too.
I am! Yeah, and he sticks his tongue out at you.
Oh God. You are a grown ass man, Winn.
And
Oh God.
I can be a brat as a treat.
as a treat. Oh, sure. Implying that it's not all the time. Oh, this is not in character. Santa's not saying these things.
Understandable.
um, but yes, when if you were actually finally opening your thing,
Yes.
um, all of the gifts that Zan has pulled out for the family are approximately the same sort of squishy, lumpy size. Some a little smaller than others for those are all labeled for the chillins. Um, and it is a hand knitted sweater and scarf combo. Um, and with a little warm hat. And as you hold it up, you realize also the hat has little like kitty ears knit on top.
Yes. Immediately he is putting them on.
It looks a little bit like I hadn't done animal ears for anything before, so I hope they came out all right. I thought the kids um would like them.
They are going to love them. I promise you. Honestly, I don't think I would be able to get them off of them
Well,
because the
good
girls
because
are
it's
going to
getting
go
colder.
nuts. And yes, it is getting colder.
And he looks delighted just because like yay I did a thing for the children's I made a I'm a cool grandpa. um yeah, he's just got like a happy little smile of yes I did it good. At this point he probably has finally gotten this duct tape nightmare undone.
Winn is just smiling at Zan's smile because he loved to see Zan smile. That's his dad. um, but in your hands now, you are holding two tickets to a
Were
museum.
the Were the tickets like inside something that prevented them from being ripped up by all the tape?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, and Zan he looks over the tickets and blinks and goes, what's this?"
Wynn's hair does that Ghiblian frizz of excitement, and he's just smiling. Well, I don't know. Maybe we should go and see.
And Zan he like raises an eyebrow, but smiles. And goes, "Well, if that's the only way to find out, I suppose we better investigate." And he will get up, he will uh sort of dust off his big new coat that he likes very much, and be like, hold on, I just need to get my things. But yeah, he'll go get a couple of his traveling goods. He'll find like he comes out with a bag with like when you know this bag. This is the bag that's full of like lunches and uh like a thermos full of bad tea.
Yeah. He's just gonna let this happen. Um, if Discord will load, that'd be great. Please load. Cause when Zan comes back, he's uh Winn has apparently changed his clothes.
Oh, good.
And Discord is not wanting to load it, so 1 second. Let me grab it from my phone
Yeah.
instead.
Good. Good. Good.
Where is it? Come hither.
Oh my god. I think like Zan, he comes out and sees this and just like starts coughing from laughter at the sight of it. Just like he was not braced for that look. It's just like, oh my, like you still have that? Oh my god.
Yes, I still have that. I haven't grown since I was 13.
Oh my goodness. Oh, oh, look, oh, little Winnie, look at you. He just like
God.
comes up and like squishes your cheeks between his hands, just like you little lunatic. I adore you.
I figured that you would enjoy this.
Oh my gosh. Are you wait wait a moment. And he just
Oh
he
god.
like takes a step back, but he like still has your face in his hands and he looks you up and down. He goes, are you wearing this to the museum?
Yes.
He just
It makes you happy, so yes.
he just like puts like rests his head against yours, goes, oh my god, I love you so much. Oh, you're the most ridiculous being on this planet.
I love you too, and I am a toon, so you.
Oh goodness. Oh well, he just like holds out a hand for you, takes it. Come along, you silly bear.
Oh god.
You explicitly did this to yourself, Winn.
That's neat. He's trying so hard to stifle a groan. But he's doing it, he's going along with it. Like, okay.
Oh, he Zan is just like, this is the dumbest, and he is loving it. Like, oh god, what an insane and wonderful boy he has gotten himself roped in with.
He would not do this for anyone else.
Oh, Zan is special, and he feels special.
I'm gonna have him roll performance because whenever Xan looks away and then he looks back, at least once or twice while they're walking, he's gonna do a funny jig just to make him laugh, and that's a 6. Fuck you,
Oh
Dice
my
Parser. I'm gonna
god.
give him advantage. It's a 12. You.
Just a performance of his silly little dick.
Yes.
Incredible. Like pretty much every time Zan just like cackles anew of just like, oh my god. He is just like red faced and like in tears for pretty much the entire trip.
Winn, despite the fact that he is also red faced, but for different reasons, is also smiling. He's
And
got
after
that
like,
stupid smile that he usually
after a
has.
certain point, Zan like like delighted by how absurd this is, but he's just like, wait, this is ridiculous and I love it, but also like you really don't have to if you don't want to. Please don't stick it out just for me.
Consider, though, and he is looking up at you with his bright blue eye. I love you and I want to.
I love you and don't want you to be embarrassed for the entire whatever this trip is, okay?
Listen, you're my dad. It's your job to embarrass me.
To be fair, you are somewhat embarrassing yourself as well, but
Exactly, so who cares?
very well. But that means you revoke any right you might have had to complain. Deal?
Mm hmm. Deal.
Oh, and he like gives you another big hug because oh, you absolute goober.
He is hugging you back, and it is very squishy because he is in a squishy bear costume.
Oh God. But yeah, he is pretty much holding your hand the entire way, in part just because he likes holding your hand because you're his one of his favorite people, but also because it completes the look.
Yee. That also means I'm not going to make him roll any perception checks because, God.
Oh God.
And when they
Um,
finally get to the museum, guess what? It's about the Feywild.
Zan is definitely like lights up at seeing what the exhibit is about because oh, like obviously his focus and studies have been more about, doing stuff. But like Feywild, that's just Magic Land. That's Magic Central.
Yee! And
um
if you wanted to roll history, go for it. See if you know anything about this particular museum.
15.
15. Um, you know that it only recently opened, and it's technically closed to reservations only.
Um and Zan he is sort of yeah, he's definitely like got that sort of he's still real kind, so he doesn't literally get the like shiny, starry-eyed look, but you've got the real kind equivalent with how
Mm-hmm.
excited he looks. It's just like, when how did you how did you get tickets to this?
Uh, may or may not have swindled a coworker of mine.
And he just like takes another second to squish your cheeks and be like, I am going to knit you so many hats. I need to catch up with you. You're too incredible.
No, you! No, you! You are incredible! Okay?
Oh goodness. Oh, I don't have enough time to argue with you. I need to go look at this incredible thing that
Well, then come on!
some wonderful person got me tickets to.
Yeah, come on! And Winn is dragging you by the hand, running up the steps. This place
So,
is fucking huge, by the way.
oh god, big big cool nerd display. He's so ready for academia.
um, when you get to the door and you show the tickets, they open the doors for you, and immediately there's just a bunch of exhibits. In the first fucking big ass room that you can actually touch if you wanted to. There are some that are behind glass, or actually a bunch of them that are behind glass, that say don't touch, for obvious reasons.
I mean, yeah. That is sort of the expected norm when it comes to museums.
Mm-hmm. More specifically, it's because Fae things, you don't really want to touch some of them.
Yeah, that too.
But
Um,
past that, there is another door that is even bigger, and it looks incredibly whimsy, as if it had just come from the
oh,
Fey Wilds itself. And once you guys have looked at all of the other exhibits in it, Winn is going to be approaching
which,
that door.
to be clear, would take a while because Zan would just be like excitedly looking at every single thing.
Oh, absolutely! Like Winn is also like just enjoying it with him and babbling about the things that he found out during what little bit of research that he was able to do.
Um, and Zan is like comparing, like, oh yes, I've heard about this, but oh, this isn't it. I've never gotten to see an actual display, and just like, yeah, big nerd gushing, big time nerd gushing.
Heck yeah, two nerds in a museum. It's gonna be a bit.
It is. They're going to spend the whole dang day there.
Yes. I imagine it was probably like super early freaking morning when Winn got there, because he knew that as soon as he took Xan, it would take all day.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Um, but yeah, Zan is extremely excited and would be like would have been delighted with the gift if it had just been the coat. He would have been delighted if it had just been a really nice museum trip on a subject that he finds super exciting. And then the next part.
mm-hmm. Okay, so this is probably the main reason why I brought you here. Because everything in here, while it isn't actually from the Feywilds for safety reasons, it does look a lot like it. And you can actually run around in here and mess with everything. So,
And Zan is just like, he just like very gently takes Wynn's hand and says, brought me to a theme park.
sort of. It it's kind of like an artificial forest that you can just run around in.
Zan just like, I, Wynn? Winnie the you.
Oh god. Yeah, Dad.
You are so, you are so good. You are so nice. I, oh, you spoil me, and I don't say don't interrupt and be like, oh, because you, no, you're spoiling me, and I cannot, I cannot believe, I cannot believe. Anyway,
Roll
let's
me an
go.
insight. Roll me an insight before you do.
So good. Um, its site is boop boop boop. Yeah.
Do you want advantage? I'm giving you advantage.
Okay. Not a whole lot better.
He's not really trying to hide it anyways, so that I will say that that is enough. The look on his face is because he wasn't going to this time. He wasn't going to interrupt you this time. He's just. He was looking up at you. I don't know if you've seen or if Xan has seen the way that children look up at people who they think are the coolest in the world when it comes to, like, especially their own parents who they think are superheroes. That that is
And
how Winn is looking up at Xan.
Zan just like he's basically looking at with the same way. This child, he's not a child anymore, but Zan has known him since he was a child, and that's how he will always kind of see Win. And he thinks that this kid is freaking incredible and has only gotten more incredible the longer he's known him. What a cool guy. Anyway, these two wizards love each other very much.
They do. They are so soft and I die. I love.
Um,
Soon
but
as Xan
yeah,
opens the
as
doors, though, uh,
I also like to imagine that like there are a number of times where just like you get this weird like people double taking because it's like, oh, a big squishy bear too, that's normal. And then they realize it's a dude in a costume, and somehow that's much weirder.
if people know who Winn is, because Winn is a famous professor, that's also gonna be even more ridiculously weird. Because, like,
Oh
what?
God. Oh, Win, sweetie.
He
Just
gives
like
no fucks.
willingly subjecting yourself to this just because it makes your mentor smile. What a delightful person.
Worth it. 100% worth it. Who gives a shit
Um
what everyone else says? He is here. He is having a great time.
Good. Very good. But yeah, as you guys are going into the main exhibit, and I imagine like this part, like it is the main attraction. This is where most of the crowd is at this point. Almost certainly there'll be like actual kids running around because that's, obviously it's designed to appeal to academics and magic scientists, but also it's like it is designed for play also because heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Um,
Um
that's just the front of it.
and
When
yeah,
I said this
yeah.
place was huge, I mean it is really fucking huge. You could not see the top of it once you got super close to it.
And Xan is just like it's like dimly lit, a lot of bright sort of glowing phosphorescence with the simulated vegetation,
Mm-hmm.
um and little motes of light floating around. And Xan is so excited that he could practically be glowing himself. He's just like absolutely delighted.
This takes up the rest of the museum, so there are more than likely going to be a lot of places where no one else is.
um I think honestly, Xan just like he squeezes Wynn's hand, is just like, well, let's go. He's just like he's a little bit like too excited to even figure out where to start. Um
Well,
but
as soon as you do that, You get a tap on your shoulders once you turn away, and then a shout if you turn back, because Winn already moved past you. He says, "Catch me if you can!"
God. Is it just, oh, I see. Very well. um, on the one hand, I want to be like, when I feel like on the one hand, it could arguably be a disadvantage for being in a big, ridiculous bear costume. On the other hand, it's funny.
I mean, yee.
uh,
There's also a lot of bright colors, and it's not like he doesn't necessarily match some of the colors.
that is true. That is extremely true. So yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check, I guess.
Stealth, oh buddy.
I'll just like I'll go ahead and say because again, Zan does have an extremely high perception. It that you two just sort of go on a merry chase about, but you never quite manage to lose him. Every time you think uh when you've lost track, lost his trail, he will pop up behind you and like give you a big tackle hug. um and and the chase begins anew.
Now, what I say is, they get deeper, there's less people, but there's also, like, the lights are a lot prettier, and it gets denser.
I'm gonna real quick make one roll for Sam. Whoop, that's not how to do it. Can't
Ah,
just write
yes, the
plus
fabled
one.
+1.
11. So after a bit, like Zed, he's having a delightful time, but also he's still an old man and is starting to get a little bit winded.
Understandable.
So by the time they've gotten this a little deeper in, he's slowed down. He's still absolutely just like beaming and delighted, but he's not as readily able to chase you anymore.
In fairness, I just rolled for Winn. Winn's not having that. He's having a bit of trouble too. So, I think at some point he probably trips on one of the vines that were
Oh,
programmed to move and then just does a little tumble.
oh no!
But he's fine. He's on the ground. He's laughing though.
It is just like maybe we need to be a little more careful about where we're going. And he like offers a hand to pull Winn back up.
Yeah, maybe. It's also getting a little dark in here. Didn't expect it to be this dark. But then again, we
Well,
are deeper into it.
well, the Feywild does contain its own dark corners after all.
Yee, you think this is a good place to rest for a bit?
And he considers before plopping down on the ground next to Winn. Um, I suppose so. It's like, yeah, a little squishy patch of like glowing moss, and uh, yeah, he sort of like tucks his legs underneath him and pulls out some sandwiches. And he says, when I and he like starts to say something and then looks at you again and then just like starts laughing again. He goes, "Oh God, it's impossible for me to start a genuine conversation with you. Oh, I love you."
Oh, I'm sorry.
Um,
Do I need to make it worse? And he's starting to make funny
oh God.
faces.
Oh no, no, I can't take it. He just like buries his face in his hands because like, oh God, he's just so red with delight.
Hey, here's
Um,
some jokes.
oh,
That's a 20,
oh no, you rolled a
nat
nat 20.
20! He is using your jokes against you.
Oh God, Zan is absolutely just like done out with. Oh, this is the most ridiculous and absurd person. Um, and you have him absolutely rolling with how completely just I keep using the word ridiculous, but that's the best descriptor I can think of.
It's okay,
Everything
he is
is
ridiculous.
um Zen he just like is there are tears streaming down his face. Um this, this is you. You're silly. um
I can
and
make it even worse, but I'm scared that you're gonna explode.
you might kill me. You might genuinely kill me.
I
And you're just like,
don't want to kill you. No.
and yet you continue to torment me. You absolute, you murderer. I could have you arrested for trying to kill this old man with all your light. Oh God, you
I
just,
learned from the best, so cry me a river.
I very well may. And he's hugging you so tight because, oh God, I missed you so much. I forgot what an absolute nightmare of a delight you are.
I missed you too.
Oh God, I'm never, no matter how long I've known you, I am never prepared for just all of the you, all of the incredible that is you. You will always surprise and astound me with everything that makes you win. And oh gosh, he just again, he like he's trying so hard to like catch his breath and like give you a look in the eye, but he's still just got this like stupid grin of just looking at you with your silly costume and your goofy face and everything. It was I love you so much. My God, the children you raise are going to be absolute terrors to society, and I can't wait.
Honestly, it's arguable that they're not already terrorists to society.
Oh God, I, I, literally, the world cannot possibly be prepared. You're going to destroy everything with the sheer force of how wonderful you are, and I think it will be built back better for it.
I was about to say, I'm not gonna destroy the world. You live here.
Well, at least you can leave my house alone.
Well, yes, of course, but your house alone, like, You need food.
Also, I will let's be honest here. You've already destroyed a pretty significant portion of my house. I'm surprised just how hard you knocked into it. You didn't knock the entire door down.
I
Just
didn't.
through body weight.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
It's like 1 minute the door was about 10 feet away, and the next it was right in my face.
Oh God. The only thing to truly combat your incredible sense of timing and humor and absurdity is your absolute inability to measure distance.
In fairness, I have only one eye.
Well,
I only have one eye.
this is it. He honestly he looks a little bit sheepish. He's like, oh yeah, that joke probably is not the best one to have made, and yet,
Winn is laughing. He's not bothered. He knows his depth
it's-
perception is shit. That actually makes him
and
go
yet
into
he
another joke.
continues flying around.
It's fun! Flying is fun, it's faster, and, it's not as tiring. Maybe he's a little bit lazy.
Oh, this is the danger that comes with wizards. Is sometimes you do things because you can, never because you should. It is our
Uh-huh.
hubris that will always lead us to our ridiculous and untimely end.
That actually reminds me, I gotta tell you. So, there's a birthday party for a couple other kids that I may or may not be thinking about adopting. Don't worry about it. um, we had to chase a dog all across Toontown. And I can't tell you the amount of times in Toontown that I have just went face first into a trash can.
This is just
And Winn is laughing
oh,
at this. He finds it funny.
Zin he just like has his hands like the prayer pose, just like oh my God, Win, no.
Toontown.
Wonderful boy. No.
Toontown is full of shenanigans, and I guess the trash cans think that I'm fun.
Oh, well, they're not wrong. You are fun. Oh, but my
Admittedly, I
goodness.
prefer making you laugh until you cry. That's never gonna get old.
Oh, well, good, because you are a true master of it. Oh, goodness. My ribs hurt. I would not be surprised if I actually sprained something from laughing too hard at you. You're, go- you're going to kill me. You're gonna do
No!
it. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Don't worry.
It's okay, I
But
can. I know
it's
some people. I can bring you back to life.
oh please, oh God. Let's not resort to that. um, he just oh God.
What have you been up to since
When
I last saw you, though?
oh oh boy. Let's see what happened. I went to visit um a friend. He is officially a friend now. It was touch and go for a minute there. Um,
Mhm.
he did have a mind flayer living in his head.
Um.
Um, but we got that out. And she is now actually a wonderful friend as well. Um, I think she's got a bright future ahead of her. Uh,
Okay.
and then we closed the portal that sprung up in his basement. Um, and then I fixed his bad haircut.
Fixed this bad haircut. How bad was it?
Oh, it was when I do not consider myself someone who particularly cares about appearances, but when it was you have made me laugh very hard today. I almost laughed equally hard seeing that. I
Was it almost as bad as when I shaved half of my head on accident?
it it, it was about it. He let his um daughter, I suppose, do it for him, and well, she
Oh.
had fun. She
Oh
had fun.
no. Oh no. And that's
Yes,
Winn saying that he's putting his face in his hands.
yes. Now you understand where I'm coming
I
from.
understand.
The incredible thing was
No.
I I wasn't even visiting him at that point. He came to see me because he needed me to fix his hair for him. And at first I was like, really? We usually see each other only for emergency. Oh no, this is an emergency. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
So that's a few separate fiascos I think he owes me for. So
God
worf
damn it.
worf 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 worf. Dog dog dog. Worf 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 worf. Good dog.
Apologies, we have 3 dogs.
Why would you apologize for having three dogs? That's a wonderful thing.
Ah.
Oh God. But yeah, Zed is sort of like he gives the brief overview of, shenanigans that he's gotten up to while out of town because he was gone for a bit before returning.
Mhm.
Um and mostly he gushes about the really cool library and all the resources there, like books that have been long out of print.
God, Winn is starry eyed at that. Books, hello.
Yeah, exactly. Like Zeta's just like, yeah, when I wasn't saving this man from various world-shattering portals and whatnot, I mostly just holed up in the library because, oh man, what a resource.
God, that sounds like heaven. But also, simultaneously, it sounds like hell because, wow, that is a lot in one place.
It sure is. It sure is. Just like, yeah, you have no idea. But one day I suppose you'll have to learn a little more about this because, whoo boy, I get the feeling that I'm not seeing the end of that group for a bit.
As as long as you're okay, then go crazy, go stupid. I guess.
Oh my God. It really is a shame I waited so long to introduce you to Nari because goodness, you two are I you have sometimes the precise sense of humor. It's frightening. man.
How are
He
how are the two of
hmm?
you, by the way? You and Nari.
Oh, well, same as usual. She makes fun of me. I ignore her. And then you do something ridiculous and she oh god, if you could hear what she was saying, she's been absolutely making it worse every step of the way. Um I know you are not actively trying to kill me. I think she may be in truth. Then he pauses, rolls his eyes, and goes, "Yes, yes, she is. She just admitted to it."
Don't kill my dad! I would like him to be here.
Um,
I like him being around, thank you.
and he nods very solemnly and goes, "She wants you to know that she feels the same way, but also, to quote her, yes, but I deserve it." Um, so, uh, conflicted feelings, the way I presume siblings typically behave. Um,
Well, that depends. I mean, I feel that way sometimes about Jenny, but I'm sure Jenny feels that way about me sometimes.
oh, and he gives you another smile, and God, every time he starts to be a little more like tender and thoughtful, he sees the outfit again and like has to just like, oh, deep breaths, Zan. You could get through it. Because how how have you been doing with you know magic being reduced, as it were?
um, fine, I guess. Um, it is what it is. Uh,
That's a nat 20 on insight right there.
oh, okay. Um, it, this isn't really, he wasn't kind of expecting this topic to come up today, but also he was trying to avoid it. Um, you probably noticed that there were some darker blue gloves on, and he made sure that there was no skin contact between the two of you.
Ah, and it then like he takes a moment to process the hesitation and the sort of resistance, and he goes, if if you don't want to talk about it, of course that's for you to decide, but I mean, I I mean we met with me being your mentor in magic. I hope you'd be okay with at least opening up to me later if you're not ready to right now.
It's it's not that I don't want to. It's you were gone for so long and I don't get to see you that often. I didn't want to discuss it now. I just cuz not cuz it's
And he
complicated, but cuz it's not great. I don't think So I wanted to see you smile and have fun and not have to worry before we had that discussion.
Oh. And he just gives a big sigh.
You looked so sad
And
before you disappeared. I
when, oh, when I need you to remember something very important, all right? There is no world in which I don't enjoy spending every second with you, regardless of how hard or tough the subject may be. If you want, I don't only love you when you're being ridiculous and silly and off the wall absurd. I love you even when things aren't great and when things are hard, okay?
know.
I love being there for you because I love you so much. And if you need help, I want to be able to give that to you. And if you need time, that's okay too, as long as you do come back to me when you need it.
I will talk to you about it. Just not today. Not today,
All
please.
right, not today. And he squeezes your hand again because he means it. He really does. And then also he pulls you into a big hug just because.
Yeah.
P.S.
Yes.
Loves you, dummy.
He was closing in for a giant hug as well. Cause ah
Ah.
this is his dad. He loved him very much.
Oh. They they are so good and very sweet. Um, and I feel like after this, Zan sort of dusts off himself off and stands up and again extends a hand to you when like there's still plenty left to see if you're ready.
Yes. Let's go see all of
Um,
the things. There's so much.
every single one of the things. Um, I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to cover, but I feel like that could be a really cute stopping place.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yay.
Thank you so much for
Um,
listening, everybody.
yeah.
Did you?
Thank you, Babble, for soft boy, soft wonderful boy.
Thank you, Yuni, for agreeing to this. I love them. I love them so much.
They are extremely good.